What's up, guys? Want to get you another video of Miss Tilly. We're out at a park today doing some obedience, just working on everything in a new environment. So when we take dogs to stores or to new parks or anywhere besides, my house and my neighborhood, or what we're doing is generalizing that obedience so she understands. Oh, down. Come here. Down. Down. Good. So she understands that she's got to do what we ask of her in any situation. So it's generalizing that to every place. Doesn't matter what's going on around her. There's dogs walking over there. There's another dog making noise in my car over there. But yeah, so we're just following through, and you can see she broke that down right there, and that's okay. So what I do is I take her back to the same spot, and I do little corrections on the e-collar. She's just on a level 8 right now, so it's pretty low. It's all the way up. It goes all the way up to 100. So an 8 is very, very low. But every time I had to recommand her and say down again, I tap that button. So it's just a nice little correction, and I want to take her back into that same spot where she was holding it down, so she understands that permanence of having to be in one spot and not she gets to crawl and then go back into a down and crawl a little bit more. She's got to stay in a down in this exact spot. Okay, good girl. And she has to wait for that command, that release of okay. So okay is my magic word. I know, she's silly Tilly. Okay is my magic word to release her, but she has to be giving me eye contact in order for her to be able to get up. So if I just say okay and she's not giving me eye contact, that's not a release. She has to stay in the same position. So, if you have people over, or she's in a down in the backyard and you're having a conversation with somebody and someone says okay, she's not just going to break it just because she hears the word. It's a very deliberate command where she has to be giving me eye contact. I've got to be close to her, and I have to give her some body language that really shows her it is okay to get up. And that's why we make sure that release is always the same, so she always knows what to look for, and she knows how long she's supposed to stay in a spot. So what I'm going to do here is she's actually just dragging the leash. I'm not holding it or anything, and she's just in a heel, so just walking really nicely next to me. Good job, Tilly. You can see this heel is coming along really, really nicely. If she gets out of position, heel, there we go. That's totally okay. Just give her a little reminder on that e-collar, and this is stuff that we're cleaning up as we go along. But basically, if she's not right here next to me, focused on me, I turn and change directions, and I give her another little correction on the e-collar, and I hold it down until she gets back into that position. So on that one, I'm holding it down for, however long it takes for her to get back with me. Good job, Tilly. And I like to kind of vary my pace. Oh, heel. Good. Go a little slower. Change directions, and going slow is hard for her. I slowed down right here. And you can see she's like, oh my gosh, I want to go fast, because she's still a goofy puppy and she's high energy, and it's good to, let her run and play and be a dog and get all that energy out, but going slow is mentally tiring for her. And that's something that with especially this breed, or this mix of breeds, they're so smart that we've got to burn up that mental energy too, because they have a lot of mental capacity. And so when we ask them to slow their brains down, slow their bodies down, it takes a lot. It's really tough for them. Tilly, down. So she didn't quite, oh, there it is. Very good, very good. So she made a good decision there. Every time I give her a command, oh, down, bring her back, down, come here, down. Good. Bring her back to that same spot. Good job, Tilly. And these downs are going to get a lot better. Don't worry, we've never been here, so doing this in a new spot, she's a little bit excited, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. It will get to be perfect. We got a couple dogs across the street. Good job, Tilly. Very nice. And she sees them right there, so what am I... Good girl. Now right here, if she gets super excited to see those dogs and fixates on down, good girl. So same thing, couple little reminders there. She's still a little distracted. Good girl. But as long as she holds that down, that's all I care about. Now, if she gets too excited because, maybe those dogs are getting closer to her, or maybe they're barking at her and she gets too focused on them, I just call her to me. So I just say, Tilly, come. And I know she heard it right there. I said it very quietly so she didn't think it was a command. I wasn't looking at her either. Good girl. So that's what I do to redirect her to get back to me. And that's kind of what I was doing in the store in that video. Like when people would get too close, I would just call her to me, just so she stays focused on me. And it's not a correction or anything. Like I said, whenever I give her a command the first time, there's no correction. So I always give her an opportunity to do the commands without any sort of correction. So she figures out, oh, okay, if I do everything the first time and I do it correctly, you don't even have to use the e-collar. You know, it's just, that's the habit that we're creating, is doing good obedience and not having to use the tools, and teaching her that we're gonna follow through, but you have this opportunity to do it on your own. Okay, Tilly, that's very good. Good girl. So she's not in a heel. Okay, I'm gonna kind of let her go, and she just wants to heel with me. She's like, no, I don't want to go away. Good job, Tilly. But I haven't given her a formal heel command. So heel. There, now she's in a heel, and she's got to stay right here with me, and so there's no correction on that. And if she gets out of position now, then I'll correct her. Good job, Tilly. But as long as she's doing it right, there's no correction involved, nothing necessary. We're just having a nice little walk in the park. So anyway, let's go do one more down in the shade over here, Miss Tilly. Heel. Good. So she get a little bit away from me right there. Heel. Good. Give her a little bit of a correction to get back with me. Heel. She really wants to go into the shade. That's what it is. She's like, it's kind of hot. Good job. There, much better. Tilly, down. Good. Very nice, Miss Till. Very good. So you can see even after just a couple repetitions, these downs get a lot better. And it's kind of hard to see her there, sorry. But, yeah, and so it's just a matter of practicing and building up the duration that she's got to stay there. Doing it in different places with different distractions. Good girl. You can see she's obviously still very happy to be out here and working, and she's having a good time. She's learning a lot, so I hope you guys aren't missing her too much. She's a good girl.